I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am EDGELORD.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, my dear boys and girls, it's your Ranger Boy here, and oh my god, he's finally here! Gladion is finally here! And he was so cool! Yes!
Long, calm down. My god, I haven't seen you fanboying that much since the kiss. By the way, it was a good one.
Really sorry, girl, but I've been waiting for this guy for weeks, and he was just amazing. I can't breathe.
Long, everything's okay?
I need
Breathe, motherfucker, breathe! Oh god damn it! Time to bring him back to life. I can't host the show without him. Breathe, motherfucker, breathe!
Oh my god, I nearly kicked the bucket. Thanks, girl.
No problem, man. Now, calm down and continue on with the review.
Okay. So this episode starts with some familiar faces. Team Skull's big bro together with his siblings chilling in some dirty corner of the town. And for the very first time, we could hear the Team Skull anime theme with barely any voice interruptions. And I just want that soundtrack. If I will get my hands on that soundtrack, I'll be like... But unfortunately, I don't have much time to fanboy about the soundtrack because my fanboygasms are booked only for that one character appearing right in front of the grunts, the EDGELORD Gladion himself. And even though the grunts are trying to get his attention because they are quite interested in his Umbreon, he still gives no shit whatsoever, which in the end leads to a short fight between them with Gladion's Lycanroc as the winner. And he just used one move, Stone Edge.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
For whatever reason, Team Rocket has been witnessing that short demonstration of dominance as well, and even though Gladion's Lycanroc scares the living crap out of Meowth, they still decide to go after it. But it's time to lighten up the mood for a little bit by switching to Ash and his Pokemon training, and especially his Rockruff seems to be very ambitious and hungry for battle. And even after being beaten down by Rowlet, he wants more battling! So get the fuck out, Rowlet! And Rowlet doesn't really seem to mind at all. After that intense training session, we are seeing our Sun and Moon group talking about a mysterious and strong Lycanroc trainer cruising around the city, and Ash, just like always, wants to battle that trainer. Speaking of that specific trainer, just like against Team Skull before, Gladion finishes off a trainer's Blastoise with only one attack. This time with Counter. Obviously impressed by this display of power, Ash and Rockruff are rushing to him, demanding a battle. But suddenly Lily appears, shouting, "Brother!" which of course surprises Ash, while at the same time Gladion is also surprised that Lily actually has a Pokemon partner, despite her fear for Pokemon. And even though he somewhat seems to be happy for her without showing it, cause he's edgy, he doesn't really want to spend more time with his past and wants to disappear. But before he escapes from all the happiness surrounding the area, Ash still tries to convince him to a battle by mentioning that he has Z-Ring and that he has Tapu Koko's Seal of Improvement, which Gladion then responds with, "I will think about it."
Sounds of silence.
Arriving at the rich girl's mansion, both Lily and James, the butler, are revealing that Gladion one day disappeared because he wanted to do a proper training where he can improve his skills by learning from his mistakes. Also, Lily told Ash that the Gladion he witnessed was not the same one she remembered, and butler James then quickly reveals that his character changed after an incident involving Gladion and an injured Eevee, which obviously is his Umbreon. Back at Kukui's apartment, Ash can't stop talking about Gladion, and Rockruff seems to be super hyped and is fanboying all over the place because of Gladion's Lycanroc. Gladiomania running wild, brother! And Gladiomania won't stop here, cause during the night, Pikachu recognized Umbreon lurking outside the window, and after giving Ash a shocking wake-up call, our hero feels the hype as well, since Gladion accepted the challenge. While Gladion is waiting for the chosen one, Team Rocket is secretly watching him as well, after being emotionally touched by the Alolan sunrise. Anyway, Ash finally arrives and Gladion allows him to prove his skills in front of him. So the battle starts, and just like always, Ash tries to get an early advantage with speed combined with surprise attacks. But no matter if stealthy bite attack or rock throw, Gladion's Lycanroc was always able to counter it. And even when it comes to speed, Gladion's badass Pokemon has the upper hand. A very exciting start to an amazing battle, unfortunately interrupted by Team Rocket. And after freeing the Pokemon, Gladion pulls out his ace, which is his Z move, Continental Crush, and Team Rocket seemingly is blasting off again, until once again being caught by Beware. After that, they actually intended to continue the battle until clingy Sister Lily appears, which is Gladion's signal to get the fuck out of there since he wants to avoid Lily seeing him battling. Very much to Lily's displeasure. Ah, cute pouty face. But before the episode ends, both trainers are shaking hands while Gladion also praises Ash's Rockruff since this Pokemon reminds him a lot of his Lycanroc when it comes to attitude and battle spirit. And he also recommends Ash to go and challenge the Island Queen of Akala Island, aka Kahuna Olivia. And with that, the episode ends. I just totally love this episode, and with that in mind, let's dive right into the ratings. What can I say about the story? Obvious thing I want to talk about first is Gladion himself and how much he actually impressed me. I mean, of course, as a result of the games, I somewhat knew in which direction his character and his motivation will go to, but I still got so invested into this character with his more darker approach of attitude and battling skills, and to do that even with the game story in mind is just awesome. I guess I'm just really impressed of Gladion because he definitely is the contrast which we needed in this lighthearted Sun and Moon anime. Another thing I really liked was that this episode can be summarized as a foreshadowing episode, a future rematch of Ash and Gladion, Gladion's past with Lily, his past with Eevee, his reason of why he left his family which will be connected with his secret goal, Rockruff's future potential. Everything has been foreshadowed somehow, and therefore I just really can't wait to see more. And last but not least, I really like the whole interaction / rivalry between Rockruff and Midnight Lycanroc, and how you could see Rockruff admiring this badass Pokemon, and that you could also see that Rockruff has the potential to be like his role model one day. I really can't wait how this relationship will evolve. With all the good things out of the way, I gotta point out some negative aspects of this episode as well. First off, Lily. I wish they would have gone more in depth when it comes to her relationship with her brother. She told Ash that this Gladion is not the same Gladion she knows, but then the anime didn't really showcase how their past relationship was. I mean, they indirectly hinted that Gladion cares about Lily, for example, that he's worried about her seeing him battling, or that he's somewhat happy about her new Pokemon, but these moments, in my opinion, would have felt way better if they would have showcased the siblings' relationship during their childhood, so that the viewers can get invested into this bond, and that we actually can believe how much he cares about Lily. And speaking of past things, I really felt like Umbreon as Gladion's Pokemon was cool, but in the end got pushed aside thanks to that epic Lycanroc and all the other stuff revolving Gladion. We only have seen epic action of Lycanroc, and all those actions really let Umbreon felt underwhelming. Sure, they tried to give Umbreon more importance by pushing in the backstory, but it really just felt like content which they pushed in to fill the episode, and as a result of that, both Umbreon and its backstory didn't feel that important at all. I do hope that in the future they will focus more on Gladion's relationship with both Lily and Umbreon. Like I said before, this episode foreshadowed a lot, but how they handled both Lily and Umbreon was a little bit too superficial even for a foreshadowing episode, and that's why 8 out of 10. What can I say about the focus? The title indicates that the main focus of this episode was around Gladion's Lycanroc, and it's true. Every interesting thing, from the action and character interactions, was all thanks to Lycanroc. Without Lycanroc, Ash wouldn't have heard about this rumor in regards of Gladion. Without Lycanroc, we would never have seen Rockruff's future ambition of getting stronger, since it admires this Pokemon so much. And without Lycanroc, Ash would never have seen the Z move, and therefore he might have never decided to go to Akala Island for his next grand trial. And therefore, instead of going to the next island, we might have been stuck with more filler. 10 out of 10. And last but not least, what can I say about the animation? The animation is beautiful, like holy shit. And it wasn't only the Z move. The Z move itself, in my opinion, was just the cherry on top of today's spectacle. But even everything else before that was just so good. The movements of Rockruff during the training segment and the battle were both so fluent, and every battle of Lycanroc really was fast, while at the same time presenting impact and power. My secret faith animation was every time Gladion used Stone Edge, you could see the animation zooming into Gladion's eye, then making a transition to Lycanroc's eye, and this really felt special, and I just loved it. 10 out of 10. So this episode scores a 9.33 out of 10, and oh my god, do I even have to say more? This episode was just epic. Please watch it. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review just like always, and see you guys in the comment section down below.